So look, I had a good show lined up, right? And I think it's a good show, but some other things happened. Mainly that Micah Parsons trade, which we didn't see coming. You know, like last week, we basically said, yeah, he'll get him signed. Now we looking at that Micah Parsons trade, man. And
which one?
Who want to go first? What y'all think about that Micah Parsons trade?
Man, go ahead, Clayton. I'll let you jump on. Go
ahead. I'm listening.
I'm gonna ask y'all this first, right? Which was the biggest surprise to y'all? Which was the biggest surprise? Luka getting traded or Micah? Which one was the biggest surprise?
Man, I still gotta go with Luka because Luka wasn't even on the map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it wasn't like your contract thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like you just wake up one morning, boom, he traded. Yeah, I would say Luka too. Yeah, I would say Luka too.
There was rumblings. It was discontent with Micah Parsons.
Right.
He wasn't hearing that coming out of the Dallas Mavericks organization.
You ain't hear none of that. You just wake up one morning, boom, he a Laker. You know what I mean? You like, what? You see them coming off a finals appearance. You know what I'm saying? Coming off a finals appearance. But getting back to the whole Micah situation, man, it's crazy from the standpoint that reports say Jerry Jones thought that they had like a verbal agreement. I don't know if it was a handshake or whatever. They say he thought he had like a verbal agreement, right? And his agent, I'm thinking if I make Micah agent and Micah tell me, yeah, man, I talked to Jerry Jones, whatever. So he like, yeah, but he got to talk to me first because some things we got to iron out. And Jerry Jones just refused to talk to the agent. No, I don't want to talk to the agent. I don't have to talk to the agent. And then the Monday, they said TJ Watt with the Steelers, he's the highest right now. I think he's like at 41. I think they say Jerry was coming in at like 40 and a half, like right under that. They say the deal with Green Bay is like 47.
47.
So they went way, you know what I'm saying? They went way past that, you know what I mean, that threshold. Like, so now, I don't know what big time defensive players coming up, but now they're going to be looking at that deal and be like, oh, I can get 45 now. You know what I'm saying? So he said, well, Green Bay set precedent for us, you know, like Clayton was saying one time before for us, the quarterbacks, he just set a new market now. He just set a new market. Like if you're a big time defensive player coming up, that's what you're shooting for, man. And man, that's a big number. That's a big number.
Talib, what's his name? Talib Khalid used to be a DB cornerback.
Yeah.
He actually predicted it before it happened.
Yeah.
Because they got a new format on Gil's Arena. He's got another show where he got the Gruden boy, not John Gruden, but his brother.
Oh, okay.
Skip Bayless on there, Talib on there.
Oh, yeah.
And they were talking about Micah Parsons. And, you know, Gruden had the same sentiment that we had, that, oh, they'll get it done. Talib was like, he pretty much said, either pay him or you trade him to Green Bay. Yeah. And this motherfucker go to Green Bay. I said, wow.
He named Green Bay? Damn.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy because like we were talking before we went live, I would think they would try to get him out of the conference. You know what I'm saying? Get him over to Buffalo or, you know, a team on that side, the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Like try to trade him to a team like that as opposed to keeping them in conference.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this because we also what you was going to say, Clayton? Oh,
no, I'm just saying, does anybody know what Dallas got in return from Green Bay? Was it just draft picks or what players?
Two number ones in a D tackle. I know they got two number ones in a D tackle. I don't know what else, but I know they got two number ones in a D tackle. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this because we like could Jerry Jones, like the moves that he was trying to make behind Micah Parsons' agent, like could that have really worked against him, right? Because Micah Parsons may have felt like he had to really show his allegiance to his agent. You know what I mean? Like, he gave his agent probably more control, and that probably worked against him. And that's why I said when Jerry Jones tried to cut a deal and cut that agent out of it, and Micah Parsons probably was like trying to tell his agent, well, no, it's not like that. He just put an offer out there. you know, that might have worked against him trying to basically trying to go around the agent.
Yeah, but I think that them trading him was Dallas saying we tired of dealing with this dude.
Right.
Send him.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely look at it that way.
Yeah.
And I'd rather trade him than deal with him and his agent. I think that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. See, the thing about it, that agent got other clients too, though.
Yep.
The agent got other clients. So if it's put out there that by that agent that, man, we ain't doing business with Dallas, I don't think he'd do nothing like that. But I'm just saying, because money is money. You know what I'm saying? As long as the money right, terms right, yeah. But you know what I'm saying, if he can get something like, well, man, we ain't dealing with Jerry Jones in Dallas, that could hurt Dallas down the road moving forward. But
and Jerry said something real telling to me. Now I don't know if it's just him trying to spin it, but he said our main focus and why our defense wasn't good is because we couldn't stop the run. That's our priority.
That's true.
Everybody knows Micah Parsons is just a pass rush. He does nothing in the run game.
See, Clayton, you on it. Because I was saying that. I was like, man, now I don't know if Micah is coached that way. Like, you just focus on the quarterback, don't worry about setting the edge. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's coached that way. Because he's great at getting at the quarterback. But you can run at him. You know what I'm saying? You can run at him all day long. So that's not just sour grapes. That's a legitimate critique of his game. That's as nice as he is. That's a legitimate critique. Yeah, that's a legitimate critique.
So maybe Dallas was within their rights, not wanting to pay him what a Myles Garrett got or somebody got, because Myles Garrett do both.
Yes, sir.
You know, and if all this guy's giving me is a pass rush and our defense still is lousy, you know, how much of an impact is he having?
And it's the same way with the guy that's in with the Steelers. You know what I mean? Like he brushed the passer and he good against the run.
And he stops the run. TJ Watt.
Oh yeah.
And has a hell of an impact on games.
Right. Yeah. So like you say, what he's giving you, you can't poo-poo at. You know what I mean? He had 12 or more sacks, you know, his first 4 years. You can't just poo-poo that.
No.
But, you know, it is weaknesses in this game too. You know what I'm saying? There's weaknesses in this game. And when people say that, they want to say, oh, man, you nitpicking. No, that's a legitimate critique.
That's a legitimate
thing. I'm about giving all that money, man. You know what I'm saying? When you want to, I'm going to take y'all back. We all remember him. He passed away now, but y'all remember Derek Thomas.
Yep.
Derek Thomas, when he first, you know what I'm saying, was drafted, he could do both. That dude Schottenheimer start saying, you just worry about getting the quarterback. And he took all run responsibilities away from him. You can run his way all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then one time when Marty Schottenheimer got in the booth, he said he lost a step, right? Not like a step, you coached him that way. You coached him just to be a pass rusher. Then when you can run his way, you say he lost a step. Nah, that wasn't the case at all. That's just what he was coached to do. Now that's what I'm saying. When he gets to can he effectively, I'm asking y'all this, can he effectively be good at both? Micah Parsons, I'm talking about. Can he effectively be as good as rushing the passer and stopping the run?
If that's what he want to do, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think
because for one, he's so lean and light. That's what gives him the edge getting around the corner.
How big is he?
And when you get them big shit, I think he like 6 something. I think he only like a lean 230 or 40. So he lean. He not real bulky. You know, so I don't know about that, because you know, when you start running downhill and you get these big linemen getting on you, getting around that, you know, you need a little bit in your ass a little bit too, you know, not just quick.
You gotta fight off them blocks.
You gotta fight these guys off.
Fight off them blocks.
Right. And we all know the number one priority for any defense is to stop the run first and foremost.
Well, it becomes even more apparent when you got a Saquon Barkley in your division, when you got to see him twice a year. You understand what I'm saying? And who the guy? It's another running back. Who the running back? He not as prolific. The guy and damn, is he in DC? I can't even think his name. DC might be running back by committee though. But you know, it's like a black and blue division though. It's like a black and blue division. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even though what they got the quarterbacks, you know, Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels, they still got teams that are gonna run the ball. Still got teams the ball. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And you know, effectively stopping the run is huge because, for one, you don't allow a team to run the clock out on you, time of possession and things of this nature.
Yeah.
And you know, you also want to give your offense more opportunities at it, right? Mm-hmm. So that's got to be the priority over everything, you know.
So that probably when y'all put it like that, that's probably a reason why maybe Jerry Jones did not value him at that position as much as he probably valued himself.
Now word was, go ahead, Clayton. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Word was his agent was asking for $200 for 4 years. That's $50 a year. That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. If that's what he asking for, and Jerry, you know what I mean, he on the bottom end of that at like 40.
Yeah.
You understand? Like that's tough. You know, that's tough to come. And I was like, no, he ain't asked for that. But look what Green Bay paid him. So he might have been asking for that.
47.
Yeah.
They got close to 50.
Yeah. And I think so, you know.
I'll say this. I think Green Bay was pretty stout against the run last year, weren't they?
I think they were. I don't know. Now, it was okay. They was okay.
Yeah. So now you bring in Micah. All he's got to do is put pressure and heat on that quarterback.
Yeah, and I think that's a good match. You know, that's a good spot for him to land at.
Yeah.
Let me read a couple of these. Couple people in the chat. Ghost. I'm gonna go back to Ghost. Ghost said that Jerry Jones like a supervillain in an escaped slave movie. Let me see. And Tom says, first of all, Al Davis will have never made that trade like that. Now, let me see. Micah Parsons can't stop the run. So the hate is so real to sports media, and that's why Jerry Jones will never see the Super Bowl. So, I mean, that goes to what y'all said about Micah Parsons being not as really all that, like stout on the run, against the run. Let me see. Y'all got to know that Skip Bayless' brother, who's a world-class chef. Let me see. He got a show about Mexican food, Mexican restaurants in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know that. Let me see. Jones equated the trade to the Herschel Walker trade.
No way.
I don't see that. Jim, I don't see it being like that though.
They ain't got a truckload. They got a truckload for Herschel Walker. Dallas ain't getting nowhere near that for Micah.
Yeah.
But guess how they got the truckload. So Jerry was slick. I give him credit for this. When he traded Herschel, he told Minnesota, if we cut players, those players had to be replaced with draft picks from your team. So the Vikings didn't think they was going to really cut players. So they called Minnesota up, said, we waiving 5 players. So they had to get 5 draft picks. That's how they got all them picks.
Clayton, who the hell would agree to that? That's
the Minnesota Vikings did.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy as hell.
I told you I'm watching this documentary, man. That's crazy.
That's crazy as hell, man. Who would agree to something like that?
Yep.
God damn.
Yep.
Hey,
5 draft picks.
Born every minute. Boy's a sucker born every minute.
Hey, Jim said that's a sore spot for him. That what you just said, Clayton. That's a sore
spot. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
And that's when they went and got Emmett. They went and got him, man, because they already had Troy and they had Mike.
And Mike as well. Yeah.
Yep.
So Retro said, what did the Cowboys get? They got 2 first rounds.
They got 2 first and a D tackle. But they might have other stuff coming later, conditionary picks, and you know what I mean, something like I don't know. Yeah, but I know they got that. I know they got that. But
and she said they might be. So a lot of teams are gonna be looking at Arch Manning.
Right.
So
You
know
right.
what I mean? A lot of teams looking at Arch Manning.
Right. Somebody said, was it Michael Irvin that say Arch Manning gonna have a star on his helmet next season? What's the name shutting him down? I don't know if y'all watching the game. What's the name shutting him down this first half? He only got like 10 yards passing, 25 yards passing to some
Ohio State. Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got it on. What channel they on, Tom?
They on Fox. It's on Fox.
All right, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna keep the volume down. I'm listening.
But he only got like 25 yards passing though. It's been like a defensive battle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like But the what's his name? Michael Irvin said that Manning gonna have a star on his helmet next year, right? But you know what, man? I really don't really watch the NFL draft. I think next year I might tune in, boy. I might tune into the draft next year, man. Next April or May or whenever it is, because I think it's gonna be a lot of wheeling and dealing, man. I think it's gonna be a lot of wheeling and dealing for that guy. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the type of year he have this year too, because Ohio State they putting the clamps on him right now, but.
They saying this 26 draft is going to be the draft for the quarterbacks.
That's
quarterback heavy. But I don't know.
Who else coming out? I ain't really down with the quarterback.
I don't know these kids, but that's what the pundits are saying. I don't know. But if that's the case, I still don't know where these kids going to go, because a lot of teams got young franchise quarterbacks in place now when you look around the league.
But look at a team. You make a good point. But look at a team like the Rams, for instance. Because what's the name? This might be whatever. So they might be that somebody you really wouldn't think of. They might be in play. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback. We already talked about Indy. Indy gonna be in play.
We know Indy and the Saints.
Yep,
the Saints gonna be in play because they probably ain't gonna win no games all the year.
Maybe even the Raiders. I know they got Geno.
Maybe the Raiders.
Yeah, maybe the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So it might be a handful of teams that might be, you know what I mean, trying to get some talent.
Maybe the Browns. Maybe
the Browns. Maybe the Browns.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe the Browns too. You're right.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see.